yeah, now we can start and let's see what those drivers have to offer today.
Yeah, for sure. Now, just for some information, do we have AI on track? As I see Seta Camara, Gang Yozo, and all of these F2 drivers on the grid. Like, if you haven't seen it yet, of course we are racing F2 today. Quite unusual for my stream, at least.
It is very unusual for your stream, and I know everything of that because I also watch your streams. But no, the AI won't be driving today, of course. But yeah, drivers will come up late. They can just overtake the driver.
I see.
Yeah, the AI driver. So that it will be a small thing to do.
Right, okay. So they're just shown in the overlay, but not actually going out for a drive. That's good to know.
Exactly.
So practice isn't mandatory. So yeah, if you haven't noticed it, we're not in qualifying. We're in practice. So we've got half an hour to just have a look at all the drivers, have a look at all the cars, just dialing into this F2, which is really quite unusual. You don't see too many leagues on F1, do you?
No. We are almost the only one in PC leagues. We started an F2 league, and yeah, some drivers have much fun with it, but yeah, also some drivers are more used to the F1 cars. So yeah, it is a bit difficult, but they like it. So
yeah, absolutely. Like in the morning today, after I read that you want me to commentate on this race together with you, which is much appreciated. Thanks for the invitation once again. I jumped into this car, had just a look around this track, and yeah, it's completely different than F1. Like the braking distance, it's so far. Like braking at the 100-meter board in F1, you would brake way later than that, but here you brake earlier. Everything is different. Yeah, this car has a little bit of snapping overs. Yeah, the turn-in isn't quite as big. You have completely different setups. I've loaded up some setups and thought, well, this is a bit different from normal F1, so it's really something neat, something different, and not quite the usual F1 you normally see.
yeah, absolutely. They have less downforce than the F1 cars. Yeah, it is difficult to drive with. Absolutely.
And it takes some time to get used to as well. I mean, it's quite, no wonder that not too many people are racing these F2 cars if they're active in an F1 league as well. I mean, for sure, you want to be on the top for everything. I mean, the F1 cars are just so much fun to drive. These cars as well, as we have a little spin right here from Becker.
Oh, yeah. I missed that.
We were just,
no, it's Van Veenendaal.
We were just having a look on that. But he's found his way back on track. Was just a little bit of getting used to the car, I guess, as well.
Yeah, his teammate Van Veenendaal also spun.
At the same place or what? Did he
no, not at the same place.
Chicane as well.
It was almost the start of Sector 2. The right-hander with the fourth, I think the fourth gear.
Oh, so the long right-hander with the curb of death.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that is something we need to talk about as well once we're done with having a look at these cars, for sure. We've got Becker with number 1 on his car. That is really interesting.
Oh?
Didn't know you could do that. Oh, I think this is just... Does it take over the driver numbers from multiplayer, or is it just the F2 driver numbers?
I don't know. I think it's... Yeah, I think everybody chose his own number.
Yeah, look at this. There we see exactly what we meant, like this little snap of oversteer. In these cars, it's really quite neat. You get on the throttle, it's all good and well, and then boom, there's the oversteer, and you've got more chances of catching it, but it's way more sudden than it would be on a Formula 1 car. At least that's from my experience. Maybe I played a little bit too much with the differential and all of that, but It is interesting. Also in the race, I don't think you've got mixture settings. You don't have ERS for sure. Not sure, are these even hybrid cars? I think they are since 2018, right?
I don't know actually. I think so, but yeah, I never thought of it. Yeah, I think it is, but
Sorry to get you struggling there.
and I received some messages on Steam.
Alright, so we'll just have a look. Yeah, actually it's not the same hybrid cars like you have in Formula 1. Jamie did fall asleep. I should tell
Yep.
you. From Psycho. Thank you very much for tuning in. That's interesting. If you're used to Formula 1, I guess watching these cars might make you fall asleep, but trust me, the racing in these cars is just as good, if not even better, than they would be in Formula 1. Right, so what I was just about to say is they actually have a bigger displacement and a turbocharger than the F1 cars, as we had some other drivers slowing down. Now still on board with Dan Becker. He already said a lap, but this is probably just for dialing themselves into this car. I've seen now a fast lap as there is some oversteer. Look at this, another spin for him. Maybe he feels the pressure, so I probably should go and spectate somebody else. So who's out right now?
Let me see. Well, I see that Van Oosten just put on the fastest lap, a 1:30.0.
Yeah, I mean, I could get a 1:30.2 done in like half an hour of practice. But what do you expect from these drivers? You expect like they go full on esports level 127, which is I think the fastest laps I've seen. 126 was up there as well. Not quite sure if that was legitimate or not, but 127 is like esports level. Do you think we're gonna see the 28s?
Yeah, I think so, because this isn't the quali yet, so yeah, practice is also always a bit slower. The track also has to warm up, the tires can be a bit faster. So yeah, I think it will take time, but maybe a 128 high?
Alright.
Yeah, it is possible, and Van Oosten, ten Tije, let me see, Karzijn. They're good drivers, so it is possible, absolutely.
Alright, that's the bar right there. Let's see if they can do that. Awesome. Also, I have to probably get used to saying these names.
Yeah,
as a German hearing Dutch, it's quite unusual too.
Oh. Yeah, it is hard, but yeah, we like to drive, yeah, a bit professional. So in the F1 league, we also drive with our names like this. So that's why you saw in TNE and RRC that I drive with D.Little.
Exactly, yeah. So we've seen you on track plenty of times, like just when you said we're driving professionally and everything, we saw Blom, I think his name. I hope I pronounced that right. He just
absolutely.
spun it round the end of Sector 2, so professional driving from him then for sure. But of course, in practice you can still do that. This is the time that you do it. Don't do it in the race or in qualification for sure.
Yeah, it isn't smart in the race. Also in the qualification because it's a one-shot. And the reason why we do one-shot qualification is, yeah, they can only use one tire, and that's quite the problem. If you drive 30 minutes qualification with one tire, yeah, you only can do 2 laps in 30 minutes. What's that all about, you know?
Yeah, exactly. As we see, the 130s fall. We're now in 129.9 from Van Oosten. Very good lap
Absolutely.
right there.
Well said.
Thank you very much. So we have another driver spin round in sector 2. Very tricky. First of all, that chicane is really, really tricky. And the corner before that, I think, yes, it is corner 5. It's got the curb of death, as everybody calls it. We've got Van Oosten catching up on that corner. This left-hander right here, pretty tricky to get right. Don't run out wide. And here, this little gray curb on the inside. You just do not want to touch this one, as it will just snap and you spin around. There's no arguments about this. Just stay away from this curb. We've seen many incidents in both TNE Sports F1 races around there. Not sure if you've already had your race around Hungary in F1, but if yes, you've surely seen some little incidents there as well.
Absolutely, and I think you know what happened with me in Hungary, in TNE Sport. No, in RRC was it? With corner 3, and I got bumped in my side pod by another German. I'm not I'm not gonna say who. Yeah, it was horrible, but he got banned from that league, so yeah,
Right.
nothing to do about it.
Yeah, there are some unclean races once in a while. There are some really toxic people we don't like in our community. So I think this goes across all of the new leagues. I'm not sure when you've been founded, but all of these Formula 1 leagues, we should take harder action against toxic players that just go in chat afterwards and yeah, just ruin it for everybody. I mean, incidents on track, they just happen, as we see Stalker going a little bit wide there as well. Stalker in this league as well. I think since just last race. Setting a blistering time, but of course, off track lots.
Well, you were asking when we were found.
Yeah.
Well, Dutch Racing Alliance is originally found in 2017 or 2018. I've joined around December 2018, and I've started the Instagram and the YouTube channel. But there was someone else who was streaming for, yeah, DRA. Okay, that sounds really weird. It also sounds like diarrhea in Dutch, but yeah.
Interesting.
Where was I?
You founded the Instagram, everything. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's really nice.
No, he was streaming for us on his own yeah, YouTube channel, but he left, and yeah, we had to start something else. So the F2 League came up, and that's where we started with the YouTube channel. Now the F1 League races also come on the YouTube channel, so it is a bit easier.
Right. So who didn't we have a look at yet? Veldman? What would that be? Would that be a V or an F in English?
A Veldman.
Veldman, okay, that's good. Don't want to get it wrong all of the time, but I am sure to get it wrong once or twice.
Try the one on position 2.
Oh god, 10 tier.
Almost.
Oh, okay, that's good. How is it then correct?
His name is Tentay.
Tentaya, okay, yeah.
Oh, that's a good one.
That was a good one. Okay, yeah, it's not too difficult to say if you hear it once, but like normally you see an I and you would say well an E or something, but it's so different. Also, when you in Dutch say your G's, the G in every single language is basically a G.
Yeah.
It's great and not great. It's so strange.
Well, yeah, it is strange, but yeah, absolutely, the Dutch are used to it. So yeah, It is one of the hardest languages, I think.
Well, to speak probably, but to learn, I guess. If it was German, I can speak English. That will probably be one of the easiest languages to learn.
Yeah, some say it is a bit easy, but the most of them say it's hard.
Oh, that's interesting. Oh, cool. So I think we've seen basically everybody set a lap, unless for Dylan. He's
Dylan
out there.
P. He's out there indeed. He comes in the last corner. A bit oversteery. And also Ruikhaver. He's still in the pits. He was a bit late in the practice session, but he is here now, so no problem. Well, he's coming out of the pits right now, and he's going for a flying lap, or well, a flying lap. He's going for a timed lap.
Oh, is that the driver of Jalal's car? Because for me it doesn't show the name. Oh, there it is now. A little bit of desync there. Interesting.
Woo.
Alright.
Desync is never good.
Yeah, for the names, it still shows the AI name on the leaderboard, but it says his name when I click on him and look at the laps, or at the lap times, the sector times. That's really interesting. Alright. I think we've got two cars running really close to each other. Yeah, that is indeed Stoike and Dylan.
I see that. I think Stoike is also a bit quicker.
Oh yeah, there he goes for the overtake on the car. Of course, not for position or anything, just still this practice session for the remainder of 12 minutes. What are going to be the race distances anyway? Is it going to be like 18 and 14 laps?
Yeah, I think that will be 18 and 14 laps. No, 17 and 14 laps, I think.
17 and 14, okay.
Yeah, or it will be 18. I've never done a Hungaroring race on F2 cars before, so I don't know actually.
Alright, yeah, so we'll have a look at that when the time comes.
When the time comes, the time comes.
Exactly. No rush.
Indeed. But
So
yeah,
looking at the leaderboard, we've got still some field spread, but of course only practice session. Not sure, what is your experience? How close is this field together usually in qualifying? Is it everybody in about 1 second, or do you have like a 1 to 5 seconds? Or what's the deal?
well, not everybody is as gifted as like in the likes of Van Oosten or Tentaye or Karzijn. He's our standings leader. Or league leader. And yeah, for Wood, I don't know if you can pronounce that. But
we'll see when the time's there as well, man.
But yeah, he's his first race was last week at Great Britain, Silverstone. But he's pretty good. But yeah, not everybody is as gifted as I said, so we need to see what this track will give us. Well, I see Van Oosten 1:29.7, but yeah, it isn't really close to each other for the how do I say that?
So from first to last, just about 2 seconds, 3 seconds.
Yeah, first to last, it is around sometimes 5 seconds. Yeah, it can happen, you know.
Strategy. This is something that is really interesting. I mean, we're looking at all of these F1 esports drivers where the gap between first and last is 2/10 at the best times or at the worst times even. But then we have like these little casual leagues or more serious leagues where still everybody is allowed. We don't have all of the members to make up like 20 leagues and put everybody into some kind of tiers list, as we see some fighting going on there between somebody whose name I'll probably completely butcher, Ruikhaver.
Ruikhaver.
Okay, whatever.
The CH, you can pronounce that as a G.
Yeah. That's a G. Okay. Right.
And
So between this guy and somebody else.
yeah,
That was
before him is
fine.
Nick Laser. So
Yeah.
you also, yeah, you almost pronounce it as a laser, you know,
Yeah.
a green laser
Very
sight or something. And before them, it is Dylan. He hasn't
Dylan,
set a time
exactly.
yet.
Yeah.
I think he will.
Well, not a representative time,
Oh yeah, he did set a time.
but he's coming around. This one looks just about the same, just a little bit slower as well, 7/10. But what I was just about to say, if we have these little casual leagues, we don't have all of these members to go into a tiering system where you can say the fastest guys, and then we have a field spread of just about 1 second or under 1 second. So everybody's let in, and then we have some fighting on track, and it can be that the strategy is completely different between the front runners and kind of the back markers. That is no offense to everybody. Everybody's at their own pace. Even newcomers are really welcome here. And not only allowed, they're really welcome. So as long as the racing is clean, it opens up some more fights between the slow and the faster guys. I myself, I'm not the fastest guy of all. Probably like top 10% of anything. Like if you look at the leaderboards, the time trial, whatever, like the top 1%, they're gonna fight me, but I'm not letting them through. Like, just okay, there you go, have my place. But this is just some fighting there, which I think is really valuable as well. Like to have on a stream is entertaining and all of that stuff.
Absolutely, but yeah, if I got somebody who's around yeah 1.5 seconds faster than me, I will just let him easily go. Yeah, there's no point to defend my position if he is 1.5 seconds faster.
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah.
But with someone who's maybe 2/10 faster, I will never let him go that easily. Unless I make a mistake.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, if somebody's truly 1.5 seconds faster than you, they're gonna find a way around you anyways. So.
Absolutely. And I just want to finish the
Right.
race.
Exactly. So I think we had Stalker in turn 1 just with a little bit of a spin going into the wall. Pretty aggressively, a little bit fed up it seemed like. But anyway, it's just a practice session. Everybody needs to get dialed in. I don't know how much practice these guys have. Do they like just drive in the F2 leagues, or is like half the grid in the F1 league as well? How does that look like?
Let's see. T. Blum. He drives in F1 League as a teammate of me. That was meant for the last 3 races, and I think next season he will stay in the F1 League.
Mm-hmm.
And I see that ETF has spun.
Yeah.
But yeah, nobody else at the moment drives in the F1 League. But we do have some guys who are reserves from the for this league at the moment, for the F2 League. And that's Van Veenendaal, Dylan, and ETF is also reserve at the moment. But yeah, it is quite difficult to have everyone in the F1 League because our F1 League is almost full. Or yeah, it is full, but
Yeah.
not everybody can come on the race day. That yeah, you can never have that. That's one of the
that's
most
for sure.
difficult things.
There's always reserves there. Always. Yeah.
Absolutely.
I think we had Van Oosten setting a faster lap just there, so we don't miss it. So 129.6, so improved just about 2/10 again. So we're, well, creeping ever closer to the 128s. And
Yeah.
we don't even know how
Well-
much fuel they've got in the car anyways.
I saw he's already 3/10 ahead of his fastest time at the moment. He's going into the last corner right now.
Oh well, that's worth to have a look on then.
Let's see what he get. Ooh, 129.
That is very close and stretching, as we have Blom actually retiring from the race right there. Let's have a look at Laser's car. He's just coming around turn 11, and there we see
Ooh.
him Blom just in the middle of the track.
And I saw his tire just roll on the straight.
Wow, I didn't see that unfortunately, but wow. That was just, I think he just spinned it completely just to catch up oversteer, as we're seeing with Stalker's car right there as well. Just for information, I'm just sticking to the names we see on board. I know Stalker, Stoilitev, normally his name, but as we have that on display for all of the viewers, that they know who we're actually talking about. This is Stalker now improving by just under 0.2 of a lap.
Well, that's good enough, so nothing to worry about him, I think. I think Jamie Hannes, he could be faster. But yeah, I think he is not used to the F2 cars yet.
Alright. Yeah, it needs some practice to get fast in these cars for sure.
Absolutely. It isn't done in like a few...
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, sorry. I was looking at my WhatsApp, sorry.
No, go ahead, it's your turn.
Yeah, the F2 cars, it isn't learned in a few laps. It's really hard to do, even if you're used to the F1 cars.
Yeah, that's it, especially if you're used to the F1 cars. I mean, how much time have we all as sim racers spent getting accustomed to these Formula 1 cars? I guess most of the races we see today are on board since F1 2017, like the one big rework of the game that we had before, like the F1 2015, basically a disaster. But from F1 2017 on, it was pretty nice and introduced probably many people to F1 at all. And now with, I think, was it last year where F2 was introduced, or was it just this year? I thought it was just this year, right?
Yeah.
The experience is the same for everybody, but they wouldn't be as fast as if somebody practiced Formula 2 for 3 or 4 years already.
Indeed, yeah, I think if real F2 drivers drive with these F2 cars, it will also be feeling different for them. Yeah, it isn't quite as simple in a game as it is in real life, I think. Just as some F1 drivers say that the F1 cars in the F1 game are really different than the real cars. So
Still we wait on for a nice simulated Formula 1 game.
well, I think... Oh, I see that Miskita has spun, but he's driving right now. Oh, come into the grass and yeah, almost spun again. But yeah, I think the next game will be better. But yeah, we gotta wait and see it until 10th of July. Unless you pre-ordered it.
For sure. Like on our little server there will be a little release party, so we're actually going live on Twitch a few hours before the game opens up for everybody. So feel free to join in there, and we'll just have a little talk about what's been nice about the 2019 game. Maybe have a little season review. Just have a nice community talk about anything, as we're now with Verward. Sorry if I butchered that again.
I think the orange car, Verwood.
Yeah.
Ah,
Verwood. Okay.
Verwood.
Yeah. I'm trying that. As we have Hannes, look at this. He is out of the session.
I'll be going to the MP Motorsport car, and I think we'll see. Oh, he crashed there. I think on the curb, and then he crashed. Outcoming of the chicane.
Well, I've missed that, unfortunately.
That happens. That happens.
We have. Yeah, the session is over basically. I think we always have a little desync, but that I think gives us just the opportunity to go on board with one of the drivers. for the last lap, and we're on with Laser right now, going through turn 1 right there. Now down to turn 2, like this downhill left-hander. You really don't want to touch that curb too much. You want to get close to it, unlike Laser's just done it.
Well,
Going
if you go
through the
slow,
right-hander, turn 3 there.
if you go slow
And
in and fast out, it ain't a problem. Oh, and I see
yeah,
the
cutting the track very much there. Let's now get through turn 5, aka the turn of the curb of death. Now a really tricky chicane coming up. You just want to brake before that curb starts on the outside, and there actually goes the opportunity to finish up that lap with commentating as he actually spins it round.
And I see a Campos coming into the last section, the last corner, and he's going into the pits.
Alright.
And I think Laser spun again.
But anyways, this session is over. I don't think there's any car on track that's still allowed to finish the lap.
Yeah, Laser, but
I'm looking for people, right?
Laser still has to finish, but he spun twice, so.
And thrice.
And it happened 3 times.
Well, better to retire the car at this point, I guess. No
Yeah,
point
the
finishing
tires
up
get
that
hot.
lap.
The tires get hot, and yeah, everything what will happen is that he spins again and again and again. But he's yeah, he's holding him still on the track right now.
Yeah,
And
time
he's
is
just
actually
coming in.
over. Yeah, he's got time. Like, he's got 45 seconds still to go to make that turn and get into the pit entry. And there we are.
It would suck if he crashed there in the pit entry.
Yeah, I mean it probably wouldn't do anything now anymore, but it wouldn't put up his hopes for the qualifying then, for sure. You gotta build up this confidence. Like you had half an hour right now just to build up the confidence in these F2 cars if you didn't have the opportunity to practice already, which you should probably have done by now. Not only this half an hour, as these cars really are something different, as we said more than just once before, and that is him now in the garage, and session is over.
Yes. Yeah, Jamie already texted me from via Steam that the F2 cars really suck.
Okay.
Yeah. Jamie, if you're watching the stream, the cars are, yeah, quite different for, yeah. I'm not. Jesus.
Yeah, from the F1 cars, I guess.
Yeah. I'm just stuck with my words. Oh fuck. Oh,
What
sorry.
even
I'm
are
streaming.
words?
Shit.
What even are words?
Um.
Happens to everybody.
Yeah, that's true, but yeah, it is slightly different when you turn from one language to the other.
For sure.
I think you got the problem also.
Luckily, I stopped having this problem just as at work I basically switch between German and English all the time. Like having lots to do with international, like not customers as well, but like basically I'm providing some connectivity for some telecommunications connectivity to all around the world, locations all around the world, and of course our company is really international as well, so we've got lots of colleagues in different countries. So basically switching around in all kinds of languages is the daily norm, so you kind of stop doing that if you're used to it.
Yeah.
Right, so we're just waiting for everybody to load up as usual for this very overcast one-shot qualifying.
Well,
now there's gonna be an interesting thing. Who are we gonna spectate?
Well, I think it looks like a lobby issue.
Yeah, Van Oosten seems to be having an issue with either his PC or just Formula 1. He's loading in or trying to load in, so that might be An interesting thing, as we talked about him being one of the fastest guys, and now he might be even looking to start from the back of the grid.
Yeah, it's... Shit.
Better happens now than before the race, as the tire wear would be going out of the window.
Yep. Oh, maybe we have to restart.
Right. Yeah, that looks like a restart once again. I mean, you could ask Van Oosten to leave, but then he would have to start from the back as he would not make it in time. So I guess the restart would be the fairest option for everybody. I guess let's just have a look at our track intro screen once again. Just
Well,
so you have something to watch whilst we're setting up a new lobby, I guess, right?
yeah, Van Oosten will, yeah, departure from the quali for a moment, and then I will invite him again.
Alright, but will he make it in time for qualification then?
I hope so. Let's see. Invite for lobby.
Seems like it's pretty bugged
Yeah.
though. Nobody's loading in, so yeah. Welcome to F1 2019, guys. Oh. I mean, there we go with the qualifying. Of course, don't want to let you guys miss it, but I'm pretty sure Van Oosten won't be participating too much in this.
Yeah, he is now, I think.
Yeah, he's falling back to the grid really fast, as we have some drivers already putting it into the wall. It's basically a nightmare to spectate this. So let's just stick with Tentire for his attempt out this lap. He's now in turn 5. This curb of death just about misses it. And we see some drivers getting disqualified, retiring from the session. Stoiker retired. Some other guy I couldn't see the name of has been
Veldman.
disqualified. Veltman as well disqualified from the session. I think we've got a little fight off between Tentire and Verward. I think it was. Van Oosten left the session. Pretty nightmarish start for him then. As the first cars are now coming across the finish line. And we do have actually the pole position for Verward. Tentire on P2 and on P3 I think it's Shooter.
Shoot, indeed. That's our English guy.
That is the English guy. Okay. Interesting name then for an English guy. There we see the grid. Oh, there's actually points for qualifying. Of course. How could I forget? Now, this is the question. Do we just keep on going with that qualifying result, even though Van Oosten didn't have the opportunity to set a lap? Or what do you usually do in these circumstances? But I guess thinking about it. Duncan.
Sorry?
So what do you do normally? Are we just gonna keep on going with the race, even though Van Oosten didn't have the opportunity to settle up?
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, we
So
are
that's
also in
just bad game luck for you.
Oh, Jamie keeps talking to me in the Steam chat.
Well, I guess we're now just going for the race, so better to ignore him. Just go on busy or something. Just go on offline. Usually solves all of the problems.
That's true, but I
The
don't want
session
to do
starts
that.
now. Session is starting now in just a few moments. Of course, we have the formation lab here as well. So do you want to lead us through the grid, like say every name once, so I can maybe remember how to say it correctly next time? So just go through from P1 to P16. What do you say?
Well, he's going off right now, but yeah, there are possibilities for Ita Feldman to overtake them all.
Yeah. No, my question was, shall we go through the grid? So you say every name once from P1 to P2, so we can just go through the grid. So we have to line up, and I maybe get to know the names.
Yeah, if you want to do the lineups,
No, that's what you're supposed to do.
oh,
You're
sorry.
the Dutch player, man.
that's true. Well, on P1 we got Verwoerd. On P2 we got Tentaye. On P3 our Englishman Chris Schut. On P4 Garzijn. On P5 my teammate in the F1 League Blom. On P6 Jimmy Hannes, his first F2 race. On P7 Den Becker. On P8 Ruighaver. On P9 Nooyen. On P10 Van Veenendaal. On P11 Laser. P12 Miskita. P13 Dylan. P15 Storke Itef. And on P16 Veldman.
Very nice. So we now know all of the drivers. I can now say every single name perfectly, I guess. So, yeah, Duncan really needs to pay more fucking attention. This is not my words. This is the words from my chat. But
No,
we've now got the lights coming on. We've got 5 lights, at least not on the interface. But for their lights are out. And
Yep.
we don't go away. We do go away right now. We've got a jump start for a pole sitter right there. Let's
That
see,
hurts.
this is a pretty equal getaway for everybody. It seems like people are going 3 right there. 3 wide. Some contact. And wow, look at this guy. I think, was that actually Itef? Yeah, it was. Going into all of the guys in the back. That was some pretty big contact there. And we've got the safety car out.
Yeah,
Right
already in lap 1.
So
Oh,
this
shit.
was, I'm not sure if he completely misjudged his braking point, but he just came from all the way to the back. I think he made contact with Hannes' car, and he lost quite a bunch of places. So did Blom. The only one who really profited from that was, now get me the full name of that, please, Van Veenendaal.
He had
He
amazing
made
start.
up some nice places. Alright.
Well, now I hope they just have a good safety car restart in 2 laps time.
Absolutely. So quite a few positional changes right here. But I guess we've got both of the Carlin cars, Van Veenendaal and Dan Becker. P5, P6 looking like a great team result there for sure.
Absolutely.
Otherwise, teammates pretty split, apart from now if I even knew what that would be. MP Motorsport, it says on the glove, so cheating a little bit there. Thank you for showing the glove.
Well, MP Motorsport, we've visited them because they are a Dutch team, of course. It looks quite nice in that. Yeah, in their fabric. No, fabric is never
Factory,
mind.
I guess.
Yeah, factory. Oh my god, I'm so fucking dumb.
Almost the same, man.
Almost. At least you knew what I meant.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, some words are quite equal. Look at this, we've got quite a few cars now already pitting. Verward, we've got Hannes in the pits, we've got Mosquita and Etef, aka Soike, who got held up quite a long time. He got a 5-second penalty already entering the pits, putting him pretty far apart from the rest of the field. So is Mosquita. So they've got some catching up to do on these tires. Normally you want to save your tires during the safety car period, but well, no break for you guys.
Yeah, for some guys it will be a difficult race, of course. Not everyone is used to it. But yeah, also Tentai is also a great driver, of course. So yeah, I think he can win this one. And then of course we got in the sprint race the top 8 reversed grid. So if he finishes up in front in P1, then he will start at P8.
So we will see some great overtaking maneuvers. If he finishes in this position, let's see, Shoot is already like going to the inside just a little bit, having a look, maybe putting on some pressure. I mean, each of these drivers see the little red arrow just behind them. He almost goes for the overtake. Look at this now. During the safety car, very racy in the slipstream behind. It's not gonna give you anything apart from some tire wear, but you really want to make a statement, I see.
I wonder what will happen in the race.
And I wonder why nobody's told me that the game sound is missing. But now I've noticed it myself. Like, I was monitoring the well, the little input there and wondering. I mean, the F2 cars are a little bit quieter than the F1 counterparts are, but they aren't mute. It's not Formula E. Even they make some, well, sound. You can't really say it's noise, but it's some sound.
It's more vacuum cleaners, but
yeah. Your little RC cars, I really liked them as a kid, but now I'm a grown-up. So I like my engines, my big loud roaring engines. So yeah, we've got Tentai really coming up close just a few seconds ago on the safety car. For anybody that doesn't know and doesn't regularly watch this Formula 1 stuff, if you touch this little Mercedes in front, it's a tank basically, and explodes everything that gets in contact with it. So
yeah,
better keep your distance to it and chill.
And you will get a 5 seconds penalty
Oh, that as well.
for ramming the safety car. But now the safety car is going in this lap.
Let's see. I mean, Shoot's got really aggressive the last lap. There's already some collisions during the safety car. Dylan and Laser, I think, they made some little contact there.
You are lucky
Just
that you
before
were
we
there
restart.
in the first race in the F2 League. Oh, that was a mess.
Right, I
Oh.
see. As the cars are away, look at front tire sliding it through the last turn. And I think we've got the overtaking maneuver then from Shoot on 10 tire. Let's see, he brakes way later. Oh, they make some little contact on the tires, getting some snap oversteer that puts Shoot outside as well. And Carsign, I think, Carsin, he's now in P1. Van Veenendaal getting on the outside, just a bit unlucky, and Taya actually made contact. He spun round, and don't go too far back on track. Okay, I think everybody's got that. They saw him, and that puts him from first to last. And Stalker again. Wow, look at this guy. He's struggling so much. He spun it down the straight. I think there must have been some contact. Welcome, Eyes on Eagle, tuning in on the stream.
Welcome, Nico.
Well, this was really an interesting safety car restart there, as we have, what is that? I don't know, these cars, man. A Dams, I think. He spun it. Veldman.
Veldman, that's indeed a Dams. Some weird names in F2, but we'll get used to it.
Yeah, it's not your Williams, it's not your Saubers, your Alfa Romeos, your Force India, or Racing Point, whatever the F they're called.
Well, Dylan and Tantaya are in the Sauber Junior team by Charu.
Oh right, yeah, I completely forgot about them.
So that is an easy name.
Nico saying, just came in and I see Stolke spinning. Well, that was actually the second and the third time. Dylan now... Oh wow, look at the dive bomb of Laser. You can't get that done in these cars, man. You completely went past everyone there. As we now have some more cars fighting there. We've got Shoot and then Becker fighting. Shoot getting for the overtake, or getting the overtake actually done on then Becker. Van Venendal in front, going really slowly. Wonder why that. The Carlin there getting chased by the Univirtuosi car of Shoot now. I know that at least.
Well, that's easily to see on the back of the car, on his rear wing.
Why do you say that? I want my viewers to be impressed by me. I don't want them to be just cheating and reading something off the cards, man.
Nothing to see. Nothing to see. But yeah, Chris Shoot is also a good driver.
Yeah.
Do you still got the sound bug, or?
No, it wasn't a sound bug, it was just my brain having a little bug and not pressing on the unmute button on OBS. So hashtag professional streamer right here.
Well, you are a professional commentator, so that won't be a problem for you in the future.
I wish I'd be, man. As we now have Van Venendal and Shoot fighting again. Let's see how this fight now ends up. Both drivers pretty much equal on the brakes. Let's have a look. What happened to Van Venendal going really wide? Did he yeah, I think he really locked up. Then Becker also next to him. Both teammates fighting.
Yeah, but I think
not Hope.
No.
Wow, look at this. What's the undercar? The switchback from Dan Becker on his teammate.
Yeah, indeed. But
so
it was
a very nicely timed move.
Yeah, but it was a bit dangerous because he could just lose it a bit and then hit his teammate. They were so close to each other.
Absolutely, and Van Venendal fed up with it, going a little bit deep into the chicane as well, losing some more time on on Dan Becker in front. I'm sorry. Still don't know all of these names. And I think it has calmed down just a little bit. In the meantime, we saw Stoike spinning again. Yep, PK saying karma was justified. Spinala happened.
Oh, well, God.
Don't be that hard on these guys, man. I think we had Nguyen spinning as well.
Ooh, that's not good.
But that was a lap ago and I couldn't catch up to it. Until now, as we have Blom now as one of the first guys going into the pit lane, now under full racing speed, of course. As we have Carsign also going into the pits, our race leader for now.
Yeah, and I hope he will. He still will be leader after the others bit. But yeah, I think it is difficult, but because Chris Shoot is also very quick.
Yeah, and let's see how good this undercut is actually going to be, as we had some... Yeah, we have Hannes spinning it. Ooh. Down into turn 3, or... Yeah, turn 2, turn 3.
He remains on the 7th place. And maybe he could just take over the place of Laser. Well, no, wait.
Skids are also in the pits and in front. Now we've got Shoot and then Becker fighting. They're getting pretty close to each other, but I think Shoot now in that last second sector, pulling away slightly as we have Tentire with a pretty nightmarish start of the race. Going just slightly into the 131s with a 131.999. So that's something a German usually says, 999. But setting the fastest of the race for now.
That's a bit unusual. But yeah, the professional P1 is right now Verwoerd because yeah, he already stopped. Yeah, right at the moment of the safety car. So yeah, he's in front of Karzijn. And there we got our first retirement in the race. Let's see what happened. Oh, he lost it after the chicane. And that's Dylan P who has retired.
Yeah, just a little bit too eager on the throttle. We've been on board with Tentire. Slowing right down for the virtual safety car we have right now, which puts the advantage back to Hannes, to Neuyen, to Van Veenendaal, who were just in the pits at that exact time when the virtual safety car came out. So just a little bit of a... Oh, look at this. Dan Becker spinning under the virtual safety car. Wow. Didn't even get to phrase out my thoughts, but...
Yeah, he's still having a good race, so maybe he... Oh, he slides a bit. He's sliding around. He has to pit, I think.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, he spun it in like turn 5. The usual curb of death. Maybe he touched that just a little bit.
Oh yeah, and then the tires get warmed up, of course, because of that spin.
Yep.
Yeah. Will be. Yeah, I think he pits. Yep.
Yeah, he's the only guy on track still on these soft tires, so they are not lasting too long. I guess it's just gonna be a one-stopper, I guess?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, for some they had to stop more times, but yeah, can happen. And then Becker has a spinning in the pit lane penalty, 5 seconds. So you can get lucky if there comes another safety car, but yeah. It's really shit for him to have another to have a penalty of 5 seconds for spinning in the pit lane. While Laser, Veldman and Ruikbaar started on mediums, so they could and there we got a spin and damage on the front wing for Laser. He just rammed the barriers.
Oh, I see. As we have now both Carlins fighting, I think Van Veenendaal got it a little bit wrong out of turn 2. Either a bit of oversteer or something, but then Becker, that puts him past his teammate again. Both of these drivers been fighting for the second time now.
Well, that's
as
also...
Van Veenendaal touches the curb of death and gets away with it, as Laser gets touched by Shoot there just a little bit, and Laser would be saying right now, oh shoot! And that spins him around the second time in a lap.
Yeah, that's really shit for him. And also his front wing was also already damaged, so that doesn't really help him a lot. And
yeah, so why fight there in the first place? Just go back to the pits, get a new wing, and be happy with it. As he fights Blom there, but that puts Blom just past. Struggling for grip, Laser is, and there's just no way around it, man. Just get back to the pits. You're not gonna make up any time on these guys, and also no point in fighting them.
Well, he's going inside now, and I think he will go back to the softs. Fresh softs. Fresh softs, yeah, of course. Fresh
Almost.
Softs! Oh, damn!
So in the meantime, welcome everybody to the stream. We've got 6 viewers on Twitch, so thank you everybody for tuning in, of course. Many of the guys from TN Esports, you're all welcome as usual. but to anybody else, of course, say hi in chat.
And
You're
also
really
hi
welcome.
from me. I'm D.Little. You probably should know me. Yeah, I've got 11 watches on YouTube on our YouTube channel, Dutch Racing Alliance. Yeah, it's an interesting race right now with Dylan, who had to DNF. He was going too early on the throttle out of the chicane, and that was kind of the moment of death for his car.
Alright, I see. I'm not sure what happened to Van Ven. Was that Van Venendal you just talked about? Because they are fighting now, Van Venendal and Blom, and look at the collisions there. They're both not too happy. That puts some front wing damage on Blom's car, but he opts to stay out anyways. That's not gonna help him at
Absolutely
all.
not. Yeah, he kind
There
of
is
like.
quite a big gap in them.
Yeah, he kind of like T-boned him.
Yeah, Van Venendal was kind of pushing him from behind.
Oh, okay, I
Blom
didn't see
actually
that.
overtook him into turn 12. In turn 13, he went into the back of him, and of course that got Blom spinning, and yeah, Van Venendal T-boned him, damaging a little bit of both front wing, I think, but Blom now still having a 6.6 seconds gap to the car behind, right now on sprint race pole position anyways, or feature? No, that should be sprint race pole position.
Yeah, T-Blom got pole position for the sprint race, but the pole position in the sprint race won't give any points like the qualification for the future race.
Well, I mean, it does give some points. P8 gets some points.
Yeah, okay, that's true.
No extra points, obviously.
That's also 4 points. So, but no, it's not like additional points for getting the pole position in the sprint race. And whilst we talked about that, Veldman took the lead because Ruikbaar had to pit, and also Veldman has to pit, I think, next round. So I think Karzijn will get the first position in the next lap, and
Yeah.
Pursuit is also 4.7 seconds behind Karzijn. Maybe
As
you
we
could.
just saw on board, actually Dan Becker retiring. He was racing SDAI, but has retired there.
Ui. Whilst coming out
Not
of the
making
pit.
it past. No, that was just on the start-finish line. He just came out of the last turn, and yeah, that's it.
GP2 engine, GP2.
GP2 engine, GP2, and he's not wrong as wow. Van Venendal, cut that turn 4 just a little bit more next time, please. I couldn't get enough of that, so, well, just take a paint bucket and get some new white stripes on the track, nobody will notice. That same suggestion goes to Blom as he completely cut out the second part of the chicane, making his way past Venendal anyways before even all of that happened.
Yeah, it's on regular corner cutting because in the F1 League we also did that, but the last weeks we got more problems with it because you can, of course, in the race of Russia, corner cut that much, and also I think it was USA where you can cut a little bit. But yeah, next season we will do it all differently.
Yeah, I mean, I can see it, or I kind of see it like the strict corner cutting is very strict, but it's also very inconsistent. So sometimes you get a penalty for something you did, sometimes you wouldn't get a penalty for exactly the same thing.
Yeah,
but
absolutely.
If you put it on regular, it's more lenient, but it gives you the same penalty every time you do the specific thing. So that's why I kind of don't like strict corner cutting, as we had is yellow flag sector 1 and Neuyen as well as Hannes fighting. Neuyen getting out in front. Hannah's getting out in front. I'm sorry. Getting confused now. All of these cars. So, so much red.
Absolutely.
They all want to be Ferrari, but there's only one true Ferrari, man.
And that's Sepp Vettel. No.
Spinala.
Oh my god. Yeah, I'm a little disappointed that he just leaves Ferrari next season.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, I'm not sure if Ferrari can do some or could do something this year anyways or next year. I think with the new aerodynamic rules and regulations, I see some other teams in a way better situation, as wow, Neuer now getting a snap of oversteer out of turn 12 again. Pretty hard to get right that turn, as we have now Verwoerd with a 130.8, so firmly in the 130s as the fuel drips down, of course, in these cars now. No refueling, obviously, like an F1. Kind of wish that would be back.
Well, I don't, because it takes so much time after or when you pit. I like the fast pit stops.
Yeah, they are really nice to look at. I mean, look at all of the Red Bulls making their stops under 3 seconds. I mean, have you
Under
ever changed
2 seconds?
yeah, under 2 seconds sometimes even. Yeah, I mean, have you ever changed all of your 4 tires in 1.92 seconds or something ridiculous? I bet you haven't.
No, I haven't yet.
And you probably never will be doing that.
Absolutely not. I kind of wished I was interested in Formula 1 when I was much younger, but yeah, interested in Formula 1 since 3 years, so yeah, it is fun to watch.
It's enough time to get to know all of the drivers and all of the teams. I mean, and then you've got Formula 1 TV with the brilliant archive. Of course, we're not sponsored by them, but it's just a recommendation to everybody. I mean, I see people paying for Sky Sports, $60 a month for everything. Yeah, you get a lot more content, but $60 a year for Formula 1 TV with all of the archive and all of the live races, onboard cameras. It's just a brilliant deal. Of course, not sponsored, but still, it's quite a nice thing for everybody that's enthusiastic about Formula 1.
Yeah, it would be interesting, it would be awesome to get sponsors for our leagues, but yeah, it is really hard to get because not everybody is interested in the Formula 1 or esports world. And I think like gaming stores, and that was a massive corner cut of Feldman, but he didn't receive anything of it. Yeah. It is difficult to get a sponsor.
Yeah, for sure. Now we've got, what is his name now again? I want to know. Rygaver. Rygaver. Okay. I hope I get that right someday. He got overtaken by Verwoerd now. Both brilliant names to say every single time.
Absolutely.
It's interesting to me right now. I want to point something out. I mean, we've got the front runners, the front 2 drivers, Carsign and Shoot on the medium tires, pretty worn out, but they will make it to the end of the race. And then we've got Beltman, Verwoerd, and Rijkaver, whatever. Yeah, I'll get it right someday.
That's right.
On the soft tires, but they are not making the inroads they would have to make on these drivers in front. I see this race is already decided between Carsign and Shoot, who's now, well, made up a second already.
Yeah, I think he still got a chance if he speeds up a little.
And doesn't cut too many chicanes like that anymore. Some brilliant overhead shots there. Thank you, Formula 1 team or Formula 1 gods, for this. Of course, the camera controls are severely lacking, but I guess it's not gonna get better in 2020 anyways. So we're just stuck with all of this. But the chopper cam, get to the chopper.
I'll get to the chopper.
On the ground. Exactly.
It's kind of disappointing via broadcast camera standpoint. Yeah, you can choose your own camera settings for online races or your career races, and that's yeah, it's a little disappointing for quite a nice game.
Yeah, as a commentator, for sure that is lacking severely, but I guess it can only get better. I hope. But
Absolutely.
now Shoot is in the 3-second window for Carsign. So this is gonna be interesting. Who's going to win this first race of the day?
I think Garzine will stick to P1. Oh!
Or
Skid up
Willie? Okay, well that was actually somebody else spinning their Mosquito, right?
Yes! Well, luckily it wasn't Garzine. Or Shoot. But it still sucks for Mosquito.
Yeah, running in last place. Didn't
now
lose too
going
much
wide.
time there. Pretty big gaps behind Tentire in the top 10 at least, just as the first part of his name suggests, maybe. He's now half a second behind Neuyen.
Nah, he's coming back at Noy. I think he will overtake him in yeah, in a few laps, or maybe in the DRS zone.
Yeah, let's just go on board. Whilst these guys in front are still catching up. Wow, I think Tentire running a lot of brake buys to the rear, as during his braking action he got a little bit of oversteer around the back.
Yeah, it could
Getting
be. I
ever
saw he had
closer.
indeed trouble on that chicane.
And Neuyen
Neuer-
just makes place or defense to the inside. And that's... Oh, that was so close between these two drivers, but Tentire is now passed in P9. Not quite reverse grid pole, but, well...
Yeah, Jimmy Hannes could start a pole position in the sprint race.
Yeah, nobody in front, nobody behind for a long while, but still, if he starts like cutting the track just a little bit more, spins it round, that can happen so fast that I don't want to commentator curse anybody, but I've got a feeling that's just gonna happen in just a few moments.
A few laps ago, commentator cursed Laser. That was when he was going into the wall when he was on P3, and now he is almost going into the wall, but he saved himself. Well, he's friends with Mesquita, so maybe they could have a deal like when you spin, I go spin too.
Yeah, right. Now look at this, it's the last lap of the race that's just started. Shoot now in a 1.5 second window to Carsign in front.
Unless Garzine spins, I think he won't.
Don't say these words!
No, I think he won't. I think he won't because he's good enough for not spinning.
Okay, I guess when you're that confident, man.
I am confident of him because he is
Very
P1,
nice.
he's P1 in the standings. But somebody spun, and I see that Jamie Honest. No, there goes his pole position.
No, incredible now, and that's the reverse grid pole position for Tentire for now at least. If he doesn't spin it, and Shoot getting ever closer to Carsign. So if this race would have just been like 5 laps longer, Carsign wouldn't have won this race for sure. The overtake would have been done in just a few moments, but Shoot now I think he's just taking it easy. He's not gonna make it around the last few corners.
Oh no!
Carsign then.
Van
No,
Veenendaal
not again, Van
spun.
Veenendaal!
Oh god, and he was so good on his way to P7 for 6 points. And now he only gets 2 points. That's really shit. Oh, and
No,
Hannes
he's not only gonna get 2 points. Hannes is behind as well, and he does the overtaking maneuver as Carsign and Shoot go over the start-finish line without penalties. Very nice. Veltman P3, brilliant job by him. Like, he had a pretty unconspicuous race. unconspicuous race. Whatever. You know what I mean. We didn't see him for too much. That's what I wanted to say. But still, Bellward going in front of Veltman. Veltman having some sort of penalties there. Do we have some more spins? Hopefully not. As Rajava going through. Rajava, yeah. It's going through the start finish line as well as Blom. 10 tire now. P7. He made up one more position, of course, with Hannes spinning, I guess. Pretty happy with that. P2 for the reverse grid, and Neuyen will get the reverse grid pole position if his penalties of 5 seconds doesn't promote Hannes back. No, it does not. Van Venedal, P10, still a point, and behind it didn't see him P11, but yeah, no point.
He lost his P10.
Yeah, Van Venedal now P11. What a brilliant first race.
Gaming with Newsy. I think that's Niels Verwoerd. That's the one on P3 now. He said, what a shame, I could have won this race. And absolutely he could.
I guess with this race, anybody could have won it, right? Like so many spins, so many mistakes. The safety car changing the race strategy wise, and yeah, of course. But who brings it home? It is Carsign this time, shoot behind, and Verwoerd now in P3, getting promoted a place. Also Verwoerd with the fastest lap.
Yes, so
we
that
had
will...
Veltman with 8 seconds of penalties right there. But look at this, in P9 actually, it's Stalker. We didn't see him too much. But even with all of these penalties, he still made it to P9.
Absolutely, it's still good enough. But that's also because of the penalty of Hannes and Van Veenendaal. But
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, maybe the result of the feature race could still could be changed because of that dive bomb where he braked too late in the first corner in the first lap.
Nothing set in stone, of course. Like there's lots of penalties that could be coming. That's all for the drivers to be reporting. I just gotta Google F2 points in the sprint race.
The sprint race, P1 gets 15 points, P2 gets 12 points, P3 gets 10 points, P4 8, P5 6, P6 gets 4 points, P7 get 2 points, and P8 get 1 point.
I see, so just points for the top 8. That puts myself back to 2008, 2009, where just top 8 got points. Interesting there, and I hope we don't have a bug lobby once again.
Oi.
Laser now being loading in for quite a long time.
Indeed.
Doo-dee-doo-dee-doo.
I heard a car racing. Oh.
It's good.
Yeah, but now he can't race.
Well.
Yeah. Same thing.
It's formation lap. Yeah.
Same thing for Van Oosten. I'm not gonna relobby because it also happened for Van Oosten, and now if I do the same thing, the other thing, I will get a huge problem, of course. Really much commotion.
Is that Veltman who outbroke himself? Yeah, it is indeed. In the formation lap.
Ouch.
How do you do that?
I don't know. Maybe you should ask him. Oh, but it's really shit for him.
Well, I mean, he's gonna line up in P5 anyways. Thanks to ghosting and all of that stuff we have right here. Do you want to run us through the grid again? Because I'm just gonna butcher it.
Yeah, of course. Noe is gonna start on P1.
Let me interrupt you. He spun it as well.
Yeah.
He's only down in what? P13 right now. Wow. Okay. Continue on.
Okay, he starts on P1 because he finished in 5th. Oh, Feldman has a problem with his steering wheel. That's the reason why he spun. Or outbraked
Sucks
himself.
for him.
Indeed, it sucks. And then Tentei starts in P2. On P3 we got Tijn Blom. On P4 Maximilian Ruigaver. P5 Kevin Veldman, from who his steer doesn't work. On P6 Verwoerd. On P7 Chris Shoot. On P8 Karzijn. On P9 Itef. On P10 Jamie Hannes. On P11 Geheugen van Veenendaal. On P13, because P12 is gone, we got Miskita. On P14 Dan Becker, and P15 Dylan.
Right, thank you very much for that.
You're welcome.
Now we're waiting, and we've got it. We've got lights on. We've got 5 lights once again. For the sprint race, lights are out. We're waiting
Yes.
again, and away the grid goes. Thank you very much again for that delay. I think we've got quite more unorganized start there. Do we see another dive bomb? No, we don't. It seems like it all goes down pretty well. Some drivers off track there. It seems like a clean getaway for the most part. Excuse the ghosted car there.
Yeah, because of his steering wheel, so he left the session, and he won't be coming back. But still, Noy on P2, so I hope he can get many points in this race. And Chris Shoots already.
And we've got a car spinning.
Oh, Jamie. That's Jamie. And that's very shit.
Indeed.
And his wing is damaged as well.
And he put it right into the wall there.
Oh, and that was the curb of death.
Alright, so how did Tentei actually make it past Neuyen? I completely missed that overtaking maneuver, but Neuyen only in P2 now. Pretty slow there as well, already a 1.2 second gap.
Yeah, he isn't the fastest. Oh, Chris Shoot! No!
Shoot!
Ah, shoot!
That's what he's gonna be saying to himself as well.
Probably.
Then Becker right in the action. Look at this little battle for P3. It's going all the way down to P7. Incredible racing there. Let's see if there's going to be some action down this straight. There's gotta be with a triple or quadruple slipstream even. Now, as Dan Becker definitely going to the outside of Reichaver. Does he try it? Well, will he get it done? He has to go outside of the tracks. He still keeps on doing the move, doesn't give back the position. I mean, he got squeezed out just a little bit, but not sure if that's quite fair there, as Reichaver was in front just a little bit. Now we've got Karzijn and Blom. Karzijn already back up to P4, starting from P8 after he got like P8 on the grid. Of course, reverse grid and everything.
Indeed.
And Blom getting it wrong. Oh, they make some contact. Blom not gonna be too happy about that. Losing 2 positions at once there. Can't do anything against his teammate, Verwoerd. And I think we've got another yellow flag.
Yeah, because Jamie Hannes has retired from this race whilst going out of the pits.
So he's very fed up with that. And we see Stolke now outside the track fighting his car for it to stop spinning. Wow. I think there was some kind of contact there as well. Shoot and Shoot and Reichaver now fighting, making contact, touching tires. Pretty unclean move there, but still he gets it done. Better earlier than never, right?
Absolutely, but it was with a bit wheel tapping.
Karzijn now getting attacked by Verwoerd. Karzijn braking just that little bit later. Both drivers respecting each other. Verwoerd just a little bit too much on the throttle there. His teammate Blom back past once again, if he can get it done. Wow, Verwoerd trying it round the outside.
Ooh, Oh, that was a
Does
nice
he
pass,
get it
but
to stick? He gets it to stick, forces his teammate just a little bit off track. He's having none of it going back aggressively, but Merritt still, or already passed. No discussions there.
indeed. And Nguyen still in P2. That's pretty good.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
Then Tantaya, who's on P1. But
Gap forming already.
Noya is definitely losing some time to P3, 4, 5 and 6 and 7. I hope he can stick on that position.
Absolutely, and
Whilst
go ahead.
Jamie's AI is still driving, like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I think that's just the thing when you retire in the pit lane. If you do it a little bit too late, then it's not gonna retire, it's gonna drive straight out. I'm not sure if that even works, retiring in the pit lane. It's just gonna drive out and search the best next place to retire the car, or just go into the pits once again. Yeah, welcome to Formula 1. Now, we've got all of these guys with the open DRS shoot getting... Oh, wow! He really wants to make up some positions, but spins trying. Yeah, it was a little bit of a opportunistic move there to the inside of Dan Becker on turn 1. There wasn't really any space there either.
Yeah,
So I'd advise against it for the next time too.
Yeah, I don't know why he's so aggressive today with overtaking. Usually he's, yeah, much calmer than when overtaking, and yeah, this really, yeah, hurts to see him struggle that much in this race.
As we have Karsai now being an AI, maybe some desync. He bucked behind all of these guys, even behind Dan Becker. I think it was like P3, P4, something about.
Yeah, maybe you could make the mistake. So that was maybe the reason why he was back to P6.
Well, he was an AI, so he bucked like I was on board with Dan Becker, and he kind of lagged behind all of these guys step by step. So
oh, okay, yeah, that's really
looked
weird.
pretty interesting.
But now Verwoerd is coming up onto Neuer without DRS.
That gap has closed rapidly between these two drivers.
Absolutely.
And I think Tentai is not too disappointed in that first race. I mean, it put him on reverse grid second place, so he's now firmly in P1. 6 seconds lead already. Merritt now getting a really nice exit. Nguyen going to the inside, squeezing him out just a little bit and bugging into him, going into... Wow, what is going on? Well, that car is just a little bit... I think that car is just a little bit possessed, could it be?
Yeah, every car that's nearby Verwoerd just... yeah.
Magically disappears.
He just lags back. Like, what the fuck?
Hackerman. Edward Hackerman confirmed.
Indeed. News Verwoerd Hackerman.
Alright.
But could he catch up to Tentay? That's the question. Whilst Van Veenendaal has bidded for mediums.
Alright, so this is probably gonna be a one-stopper just like before as well. Firmly a one-stopper, you won't finish this race on yeah, on these soft tires. As we have Schutz now with his overtaking maneuver, still setting the fastest lap of the race.
Oh,
catching up to Stoike really fast.
And then Becker has a great 6-lap opener with 10 positions won, while still being on the back of Time Blom.
That is indeed pretty incredible for just 6 laps, gaining 10 places. But this is what the sprint race is about, just get going with all of these moves.
Absolutely.
We have a great overhead shot now of both of the, don't let me lie, what is it, MP Motorsport cars. I have to go on board with them once again.
You
As
mean
well
milieu of Ruighaven?
yeah, exactly, that
That's indeed MP Motorsport.
Indeed. And then we've got Stolke, aka Stoil Etef, behind.
Ooh, and there goes Tentei in the pits. And Karzine as well.
Alright, so some undercutting action there as we have both of the MP Motorsport cars now fighting. I'm just gonna refer to them as both of these MP Motorsport cars.
It will be easier for you.
Will
Yeah.
Stolke have a little look around Neuen as well? Yes, he will. And how about Ryzen? Will he try something to the inside there as well? He had a look. Ryzen now closing the gap there as well. I think I'm making it right this time. Getting a way better exit, Stolke does. Not trying something stupid round turn 4. You don't want to really make a move there.
Absolutely not.
You're just gonna end up with 2 cars in the wall and just a little bit behind. There's shoots now as well on Neuen, trying to make something. I think Stolke got a little bit unhappy on the entrance. That slows down Neuen now. Shoot past him.
He shoots past him.
He shoots past him. Man, what a joke!
Yeah, I know. We are amazing.
This is great banter.
Great banter. Nice meme.
And shoot now behind Stolke. Oh, Stolke outbreaks himself.
Ooh.
Goes aggressively back to the inside of the track. Just
and Stoica gets
enough
into
respect
the pits.
there. Yeah, Rachraver, and well, and his teammate as well. Both in the pits now. This is some double stacking moves here. Why?
Ooh.
Why can't you talk to each other? I'm just looking at the chat. Are they in? Are they in voice? No, they're actually not.
Maybe it could work, but no, it won't.
Oh, these
Absolutely not.
Come on, these guys are way too slow compared to Formula 1. And that just leaves Neuen waiting. And waiting. And waiting.
Absolutely.
Where are my tires? Why didn't you have my tires ready? Now
Bono, my tires are gone.
And it's done. Now let's jump back to all of these guys fighting. Dylan and Stolke.
I see. Van Veenendaal has crashed.
Oh, he actually has.
Oh,
let's go on board with Blom, I think. Oh, that's an unusual spot to bin it though. And that's a safety car. Now that's your undercut done.
Oh.
Now this'll put the advantage for sure to Weber, then Becker, Blom, Shoot, Dylan, Veltman. These guys will profit immensely from that crash. I hope that wasn't a crash. Wow, I mean, look at then Becker, he's in P2. And his teammate was the one crashing. Is that some Crashgate scandal going on there?
Yeah. But, yeah, now he's still in P1, but he stays on this medium tires and he's almost spins off the track. Well, he spun off the track, but he still had it, at least.
Oh, he's actually on the mediums.
Yeah.
Now come on, wake me up. He's on the mediums, he doesn't go into the pits. Now, but will it help him too much? Will these tires last 14 laps? They could be, right?
I think he can.
But this is gonna be some fighting. Weber behind on new mediums. He will catch right up. So... very interesting stuff right there.
And now Veldman's AI is still on P9. Yeah, it is. Maybe it is an easy job for Neuer to overtake the AI. AI is always easy to overtake.
Absolutely. You've got it on 0, I guess, as well, right?
No, on 41 on the standard.
On 41. Oh, the standard. Okay, I see. Yeah, but that's still pretty easy. Yes, Mosquito got it wrong. Nothing much to lose there anyways, but it's a safety car. And I think he's ghosted as well. I think that's because he's lapped. Yeah, he is.
Absolutely, and maybe he could just overtake the safety car, of course. If he gets to it.
I think that's only allowed if you're the first guy behind the safety car to unlap yourself. I'm not sure if that you can unlap or overtake the whole grid. Not sure if that's allowed. It's quite a strange game anyways in that regards.
Absolutely. It is a strange game with everything. Yeah!
At least the racing is solid.
Well, we saw it was bugged because when Verwoerd was going for the overtake, Neuer just lags back. And also it was Karzijn who lagged back.
Yeah. I guess that's not to blame on the game though, that's probably just the connection of these guys.
Yeah, but it's very suspicious.
Yeah, very suspicious indeed.
Oh, and Itef was going into the pits for new tires.
Wasn't he in the pits just a lap before?
No, he was just in the pits. I saw him
Yeah, he
coming
was
out
just
of the
in the pits, right? Yeah, 2 stops it says. 2 stops as well as Mosquito.
Oh.
So he was, like, Itef was in the pits 1 lap before the safety car came out, and now he was again. So maybe he didn't lose any positions by that. And just wanted to get that 1 or 2 laps fresher tires. Now of course we've got the guy making lots of overtakes, or tried lots of overtakes, shoot on the soft tires behind a bunch of medium runners. So this could be very interesting.
Indeed, that could work positive for him.
Oh wow, look at all of these guys bunching up.
Always nice to see. No, but in the first race at Bahrain, we had a lot of collisions in the first safety car. Well, no, it was every safety car actually. But no, but that some dudes, yeah, couldn't drive that fast, or was too aggressive, or didn't understand what the safety car was. Yeah. It was really disastrous.
You had some Ragunathans on the grid.
Yeah, kinda like that.
The infinite point turn that he did. Not a 3-point turn, no, the infinite point turn in Baku.
Oh god. That was really
some
embarrassing.
Legends. Yeah. Not only that, man. Not only that.
Well, if that happened to me, I would actually really be embarrassed.
Yeah.
Well, I got a dry mouth.
Oh, that happens after, what is it, 1 hour 46 of commentating. And we have some contact there, somebody's losing his front wing. Was that a 10 tire? Yeah, 10 tires lost his front wing, basically all of it. Under the safety car, making some contact with the car ahead, I guess. As Mosquito...
Ouch.
Is that Mosquito who spun it? No? Who's that? Dylan. I think Dylan spun it during the safety car period as well in the second sector. No damage as far as I can see. Interesting stuff though. And safety cars coming in this lap. Then back in front on really, really old tires. There's a huge gap though to the car behind Verwoerd. Oh, it's actually not I'm sorry, that guy in front is Mosquita actually. Sentai going into the pit lane.
Yeah, I think he
Overtakes
has
them
to.
all. Wow.
Maybe we should say he doesn't have to follow the safety car anymore.
No, he does not. As to the other guys who now go for some overtaking maneuvers, shoot now to the inside of Carstein, going for the dive bomb move, getting it just stopped behind Verward. Firmly past Carstein as well. That was a really clean move and very opportunistic, but got it done. Verward now getting it a little bit wrong. That puts the opportunity to shoot, to put his nose to the outside there. Verward going really wide. Outside of turn 3 there. I think Dan Becker and Verward they are both struggling, but Dan Becker probably struggling the most on these really old tires there. Verward behind really wanna gets past. He feels the pressure from Shoot for sure. As wow, Shoot getting so close. That's brilliant.
I think
of course,
he still
so much
can
pace
win.
on these tires. And Becker gets it completely wrong. Oh, he still gets it defended, it seems like. Verward now on the outside. Oh, look at this. Verward is trying to break a little bit later around the outside. These two guys are fighting. That'll put the opportunity to shoot in just a second. For him to overtake both drivers there. They don't even
Verward
look
gets past
behind.
him. Oh, there goes Shoot and... Oh!
And Becker down to P3. Shoot now behind Verward. Verward is getting overtaken in probably 1 or 2 laps time. I can't see it any difference. And Shoot is probably gonna bring it home. As behind we've got Schaber now fighting with Carstein. Not doing anything. Stolke in the meantime got past Neuen. And there we've got Shoot on the outside of Verward. It's not gonna happen this time, but just be a little bit more patient. I know there's only 2 laps left to go, but you will probably make the move anyways in just a few moments. Let's stay with these guys to the front. What a battle.
I wasn't expecting this nice battles.
Yeah, with this tire difference, there's lots of battles that can happen. As we see, someone got it wrong. I think that was Dylan. Stolke now up to P6 there. But excuse me for not having my camera focused on them. We really want to see that fight for the top places of the podium. And Shoot, I think he had solid races there. I mean, the first race was pretty solid. The second race a little bit unclean, like he spun it round. But still, he's right in the thick of it. Up to P2 right there. Trying to make the move now. Is there gonna be DRS? Let's go on board with him. There's not gonna be any DRS for him. DRS is going to be enabled right now. It's gonna be no use for him. So is he going to try the dive bomb move? No, he thinks better of it. Still goes pretty aggressively to the inside. The DRS won't open there, as it's the same detection point as the first one. And that's the DRS gone. Can Verward defend in this last lap? What do you think?
It's gonna be difficult for him to still get the P1.
For whom do you think? For Verward or for Shoot? I think Shoot is gonna try it anytime. Like in the last few corners, he will probably just press the big red button that I have yet to order, where it says in huge bold letters "send" on it, where it just smashes it and goes full send mode.
No,
This is probably gonna happen.
I think he's gonna, is going for keeping the P2. And that's because,
yeah, for now. Yeah, it seems like it. Oh,
whoa.
He does get really close. He tried to have a little look. Maybe there are some penalties as well. We will see in just a few seconds.
Maybe. But yeah, no, I thought he was sticking to P2 because, yeah, if he is going for the move and he just taps him, it wouldn't be good for both of them.
Yeah, we've seen plenty of moves like that, and in the last lap we saw plenty of cars spinning. I think Tentaya was one of them spinning. No, actually not. Mosquita is, well, he spun again. I think Noyan as well.
Yeah, but he
But
still managed to finish in P8.
yeah,
So he still gets a point, so well done. And Dylan get his first 2 points.
very nice. But Tentaya, that must be, well, two very, very disappointed races for him. Or disappointing
Absolutely.
races for him.
Absolutely. Ah,
Wow.
well, nothing to do about it.
Nothing to do about it.
Yeah, or we just have to review, but yeah, I think, yeah, he won't get any places up with, yeah, reviewing the incident.
No, probably not too many. But that is, I think, yeah. Who's that actually in P1? I already forgot his name.
News reward.
That word, it is. There he is. In P1, shoot P2, and then back in P3. The fastest lap goes to Tentaya. I think again? No, actually not. I think it was someone different, right?
Well, Tentay still gets his 2 points
Yeah.
because he finished in top 10, so
Oh yeah, actually he does.
still 2
Very nicely
points. No, but he deserved a race win, I think. But yeah. What happens in Budapest.
Yep. There we see it, the race result.
And we can also see the points of this race weekend, and we can see that Verwoerd gets 36 points in this yeah, Wolves Saturday evening.
Yeah. Pretty nice result for him. I mean, race 1 15 points, race 2 15 points. He got the 4 qualifying points and 1 for the fastest lap. So, yeah, nothing to complain about, I guess.
No,
Carstein can be pretty happy as well. 1 win and then 8 points again. Pretty alright.
indeed, and he will extend his lead in the leaderboards. Chris should also get 30 points. I think he will be P2 now in this league standings, and Raughave gets 16 points.
Yeah.
But yeah, Tantaya won't be happy with his 8 points in this race weekend.
Yeah, probably not, right?
But nothing to do about it.
That puts an end to the stream, I guess, or an end to this race for sure.
Indeed.
Incredible stuff there.
Yeah, if you still saw some incidents which I didn't see, just let me know, because we have to address them and review it. And yeah, the results still can be different than yeah, it was after the race.
Yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, for now, I want to say you thank you for yeah, live streaming with me and also commentating.
Oh man, that was a pleasure. I mean, F2 is something that's completely different from the usual stuff, so I'm up for all of it.
Yeah, it's so much different than the F1. I said it before and I say it again.
Yeah, we've said it plenty of times.
Yeah, I know.
I want to say thank you for watching to everybody in the chat. Nice action there once again. Not as much as in Formula 1, so I wish for some more action next time when we stream F2.
How about next week?
How about next week? Yeah,
How about next week?
What race is it actually gonna be? It's gonna be
Belgium, I think.
Belgium.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it will be
That's a
Belgium.
stunning race. Spa is always really, really nice.
Indeed.
So,
And even with F2 cars, yeah, the downforce in Radeon. It yeah, it is difficult to race in Eau Rouge Radeon, but it is possible. It is possible. Absolutely.
Nico saying, I wish for some action in my stream tomorrow too, Kevin. Well, I've got something for you then. Post your link then. Post your link in the Discord then, man.
Well, I'll be driving in Dutch Racing Alliance tomorrow with the F1 League, our season finale, and that will be
already.
yeah. We just but yeah, I forgot to say it, but probably we will get a third league on PC. That will be Formula 1B. So it will be for the guys who are willing to play the F1 cars, but we don't really have the pace to stick with the F1 drivers in our F1 league.
Yeah,
and
so basically a second tier, that's always a great thing to have.
Yeah, indeed, a second tier, and yeah, maybe we will work with promotion and relegation, or we just if one F1 driver isn't good enough for the F1 league, maybe he will just go back to the F1B league, and then the top driver in the F1B league goes to the F1 league.
F.
F. Yep.
Just F. Right. I guess that's it then.
Yeah, that's absolutely it.
Don't have anything more to say, do you?
yeah, I've got one thing to say. Our viewers are just, it's now on 4. Shit.
Well, but I mean, the stream's basically ended. We're just doing some stuff here that nobody wants to hear.
Yeah, that's absolutely true. Well, we wish you a good night then, and until tomorrow night with our F1 League race Abu Dhabi, our season finale. And also, maybe if you want to, you can also watch on 253, was it?
256.
250.
Almost.
Shit.
So 253 plus a 3. We had that joke with somebody else who said 246. And then I renamed myself on that Discord to 246 plus 10.
Oh god.
So I'm okay. So I'm gonna do that right now.
Oh god.
Nickname. You've done it. 253 plus 3.
Okay.
There we go.
Thank you for letting me remember your name.
No problem.
But yeah, if you
Alright.
tend to watch his stream tomorrow, or will Nico be streaming tomorrow?
Nico will be actually streaming. I'll be streaming as well with my own view, with my own POV of the race. But always have Nico's stream open side by side with any races that you're watching if your internet can handle it. Because of course I'm gonna be commentating on my stream just a little bit on my own race, and you'll probably only hear me cursing, but that's how it goes whilst racing. But for the bigger picture, for the whole picture, you've got Nico's stream. Please tune in to him, twitch.tv/eyes_off_n_eagle. Eyes on eagle.
Hell yeah.
Nothing left to say there.
Nope.
I've got nothing left to say, so thank you everybody for watching, and I guess we'll see you next time.